7th grade to your first lesson. We are doing chapter 2.1. Chapter 2.1, we are going to be talking about properties and operations. Properties and operations. If you turn to page 63 of your text right now, I'm assuming you're all there, we are going to be looking at page 63 through 72 of the text in this first 2.1 lesson. What are we talking about? We are talking about the key vocabulary for the lesson right now. Commutative properties. These properties are properties that let you change the position of a number in a sum or product. Once again, a sum is addition and a product is multiplication. Sum is addition, product multiplication. Associative properties let you group numbers or sums or products together. So, associative numbers can be grouped together. All right, we'll also be talking about identity properties. Identity properties are properties that when you add 0 to them, they remain the same. Or when you multiply them by 1, they remain the same. Once again, when you add 0 to any number, that number will always be the same number. When we times a number by 1, it will always end up with the same number. Another term we are going to be talking about is conversion factor. Conversion factor converts a given measurement to different units. We are going to use unit analysis to do this. So conversion factor converts a given measurement to different units. We will be talking about that later on. All right, commutative properties. Commutative properties, an addition example of this in words is, in a sum, you can add the numbers in any order. In words, in a sum, you can add the numbers in any order. For example, numbers down there, 4 plus negative 7 will get you the same thing as negative 7 plus 4. 4 plus negative 7 is going to get you the same thing as negative 7 plus 4. If you do that algebraically, a plus b will give you the same thing as b plus a. A plus b will get you b plus a. Now, if we look at this multiplication, in a product, which again is multiplication, you can multiply the numbers in any order, as long as it's just multiplication. So, for example, we have 8 times negative 5. That is also the same thing as doing negative 5 times 8. 8 times negative 5 will get you negative 40, as will negative 5 times 8. That will get you negative 40. Check it out. It will get you the same answer. If you were to write it out algebraically, a times b gets you the same answer as b times a. A times b gets you the same answer as b times a. Now we're going to look at associative properties. Associative properties have to do with addition. Or we're looking at associative properties that deal with addition right now. Sorry. So words. Changing the grouping of the numbers in a sum does not change the sum. So when you're doing addition, changing the grouping of numbers in a sum does not change that sum. For example, if we have 9 plus 6 plus 2, and we do the 9 plus 6 first, it's going to give us the same answer as 9 plus 6 plus 2 if we do the 6 plus 2 first. So 9 plus 6 is 15. We add 2, that's 17. If we do it the other way, 6 plus 2, because we're doing the parentheses, is 8. 8 plus 9 is 17. 17 is equal to 17. Algebraically, a plus b plus c with a and the b in the parentheses is the same thing as a plus b plus c with the b and c in the parentheses. So, if you're doing the parentheses first, you can do a plus b, or you can do b plus c. You can even do a plus c. When we look at the associative properties in multiplication, words, we can change the grouping of the numbers in a product, but it doesn't, and so it won't change the product. So you can change the grouping of numbers in a product, it will not change the product. For example, 3 times 10 times 4, with the 3 and 10 in parentheses, is going to give you the same product as if you took 3 times 10 times 4 with the 10 and 4 in the parentheses. 3 times 10 being 30, times 4 being 120. Or we can do it the other way. 10 times 4, which gets us 40. 40 times 3 is 120. Algebraically, A, B, C. So A and B in the parentheses times C is going to get you the same product as A times B and C in the parentheses. Take a minute. Okay. Example 1. So let's take a look at some of these. Let's say you buy a phone for $480. I know the example in the book has a CD and a CD case, but we're going to up the technology just a hair. I know it's a cheap phone at $480, but it works. We have a $480 phone, we have a $25 charging cord, and we have $120 for the case. It's a really nice case. So if we were to write out what your total cost would be, we would do something like this. 480 plus 25 plus 120. If we look at order of operations, we do left to right, correct? Left to right, PEMDAS. 480 plus 25 plus 120. If we use the commutative properties, we can do 25 plus 480 plus 120. Or we can also use the associative property, and we can do 480 plus 120 plus 25. 480 plus 120 is going to get you 600. 600 plus 25 is going to get you 625. All right, let's take another look at another example. So, we have the equation, 4 times x times y. When x is -7 and y is 25. We're going to plug and chug those numbers in, right? So we're going to put in x -7 and y at 25. -7, 25. So we end up being 4 times -7 and 25. Plug and chug. All right, so if we look at the order of operations, we bracket it. We'd have -7 times 25 times 4. You can change it around though. You can use the commutative, and you can have -7 times 4 times 25. That's going to get you the same answer as that. Associative, you can take that 7 out and do 4 times 25 first, and times that by the 7. So you can do 7 times 4, you can do 4 times 25. It's all going to get you the same answer. 4 times 25 is going to get you 100. You take that 100, you times that by -7. You're going to get that -700. Remember, a positive times a negative is always going to be a negative. So I'm going to have you pause here for a moment. You can pause the screen. And I want you to work on examples 1 through 4 on your book. Please show all your work. Alright then, while you're finishing up your problems, we are going to do one more example on the whiteboard. All right, so we are going to look at example number 3. Example number 3, which asks us to simplify the expression. We have x plus 3 plus 6 is equal to x plus 3 plus 6. All right? So order of operations, we take this, we would do x plus 3 first, plus the 6, correct? Cool. But if we use the associative property, we could also look at x plus 3 plus 6. That's going to get us the same answer. So, if we look at that, we'd end up with x plus 9. X plus 9. So, using the associative, we can do the 3 plus 6 and make it x plus 9, which makes it an easier equation to solve. Let's take another look at number B there. So this was A, this is B. We have 4, 8y. Alright, so that's our starting equation. If we were to use the associative property of multiplication, we can actually change this into 4 times 8 times y, which is going to get us 4 times 8 being 32, and y. That would get us 32y. All right, I'd like you to pause it here for a second, and I'd like you to work on 5 through 8. 5 through 8, it's on page 64. All right, class, I will see you on Monday morning, ready to talk about some of this in person. Hope you enjoyed your first video. Have a great night.